What is going on, folks? It is Rigor Mortis, and we are back with yet another video. And it is official, folks. We are live when it comes to Zomedica and the Truforma release. We have our first commercial sale of Truforma, which is finally the beginning of it going commercial and being available to vets all across the United States. Now, this is a momentous day when it comes to Zomedica stockholders because we have been waiting for this for a very long time. Now, I know the market's a little crazy this morning. We've seen a lot of red this morning, but I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about this article that I found and what I'm doing personally when it comes to Zomedica. Now, if you didn't watch my video from yesterday, I put a price target on this thing for the end of March at around $5, and that's where I feel comfortable putting this as that's my essentially my price target. That's where I feel comfortable putting Zomedica for the end of March. This news came out a little bit earlier than I expected, but it's still good news nonetheless. And I think as the end of March approaches and we see more sales of this Truforma device, we will continue to build up momentum through that and we will reach that $5 mark by the end of March, hopefully. Of course, as always, folks, please go out and do your own research when it comes to any stock that I talk about on this channel. I'm just here to put you guys on. This is by no means financial advice. I'm just some guy on YouTube. But let's go ahead and get right into this article. Zomedica announces first commercial sale of its Truforma platform. Usually, I don't like reading things line by line when it comes to articles, but that's what I'm going to do here. And of course, in between, I'm going to give my own little commentary of what I think is going on. So, Zomedica, a vet health company creating point of care diagnostic products for dogs and cats, yesterday recorded its first vet sale of Truforma and officially entered commercialization. Congratulations, everyone. I mean, if you just, if you've been in Zomedica for a really long time like I have, we got in well below 50 cents into this stock, and we have been anticipating the release of this Truforma device because this is essentially why we got into this stock to begin with, and this is why we have such confidence in this company. Here's a quote. This is a momentous day for Zomedica, our shareholders, the vets we serve, and the companion animals in their care. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the many people at Zomedica who dedicated the past 2 years of their lives to achieving this critical milestone, commented Robert Cohen. This is Zomedica's CEO. It is a credit to both our employees and to the stellar team with whom we have worked at the development partner, Corvo Biotechnology, LLC, that we have created a unique and valuable diagnostic tool and have delivered it to the vet market slightly ahead of our previously announced schedule. And we talked about this already. We expected this thing to go live at the end of March. This is, a couple of weeks before we anticipated the release of the Truforma device. James Klein, president of Corvo Biotechnology, said at Corvo, we are leveraging the power of bulk acoustic wave radio frequency technology to innovate numerous products such as Wi-Fi routers, mobile phones, 5G cellular infrastructure, and now vet diagnostics. The launch of Truforma platform is exciting and a disruptive milestone in the vet diagnostic testing industry that will raise the standard point of care for companion animals. This is what we've been saying all along, guys. Yes, the release of Truforma is a big momentous day, just like they're saying here, but it doesn't stop there because as of right now, the point of care testing that we can do with this Truforma device is limited to adrenal disorders and thyroid disorders. Not that there's anything wrong with that for now, but I think as we start scaling this thing and as we start adding more assays that we can do and more diseases that we can test for using Truforma, that's whenever this stock will really start taking off. And so those are the future catalysts, like I talked about in yesterday's videos, that will really push us over the edge when it comes to Zomedica. And that is why I am at least keeping some shares in this stock long term. The first official purchaser of Truforma Systems was Jason Berg, DVM, founder and president of Garden Vet Specialties, a 29,000 square foot advanced emergency critical care specialty hospital in New York, a highly respected board certified vet internist and neurologist. Dr. Berg's dedication to advancing the field in vet medicine has garnered national and international recognition. So, the very here we have some information about the person that purchased the first Truforma device, and obviously somebody that's very reputable. So here's a comment from Dr. Berg himself, the person that purchased this device. Obviously, getting a vet's insight into this device will be very relevant, very important going forward as we start to see whether or not the demand is going to be there. As a vet internist and business owner, I have devoted myself to advancing the practice of vet internal medicine and delivering care with a difference. doing more, providing more, and caring more. I am excited to be the first vet to purchase Truforma. I will be able to go above and beyond the current standard of care to provide cutting edge and novel testing to pet owners and vets in 7 surrounding counties across 2 states. The ability and to reliably and accurately measure cortisol on site in our emergency service at Guardian Vet Specialists has the potential to save lives. Offering complete thyroid testing on site for both dogs and cats will allow our internal medicine service to provide timely answers to anxious pet owners. We dedicate ourselves to serving the needs of the broader vet community by offering lab services through Bloodhound Laboratories, which will allow our practice partners to also advance their endocrine practice. I am most excited to use endogenous ACTH in my work as a vet internist to help owners make difficult decisions about medical care, including the decision to pursue complex adrenal surgery. That is absolutely a great quote from Dr. Berg here because, as we know, this was, something that was kind of a question mark when it comes to Truforma, whether or not vets are going to come out and start saying that this thing is a good product. And obviously, as we've seen here with this quote, this might have a very relevant place in the vet industry. And it goes on to talk a little bit about the Truforma device and about the point of care testing and a little bit about Zomedica itself. But of course, we're not going to really get into that because we know well about Zomedica. So I'm not going to get into that. As I see, the stock is actually falling right now quite a bit. So let's go ahead and pull it up here. Let me click the refresh button. And this thing is sitting at $2.28. But if I am not mistaken, right now the market is kind of on a downturn. So let's go ahead and talk about what I'm going to be doing personally when it comes to Zomedica and what I'm going to be doing as we approach this thing getting more and more commercialized as we kind of progress on. And I'm just taking a look here at my portfolio. Yeah, my portfolio is actually pretty red here on the day so far as we just hit market open. So I know this has nothing to do with Zomedica personally. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this. So, I'm just assuming that this thing is going to make a pretty swift recovery here, but just kind of ignoring the fact that we're so red here in the morning, I do believe that this thing is going to do well over the next couple of weeks, despite how we're looking right now. Now, what I'm going to be doing personally is I told you guys that I don't want to sell any of my shares until we hit at least $5. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to hit $5, but that is just kind of what I am anticipating just based off of everything that I am seeing. Now, I could be very wrong. This thing could continue to fall. We can remain stagnant for a little bit until some potential sales numbers come out and maybe another earnings report or something right now. But I truly believe that we will eventually hit $5. And the opposite could be true, like if this thing goes on a crazy bull run, we could hit $10 potentially. So like I said in yesterday's video, $5 is about where I feel comfortable. So that's whenever I'll be planning on at least selling some of my shares so that I can kind of cover and not be too greedy, cover some of those the gains and make sure that I take profits on that, and then let some of my shares ride out because I truly believe in the stock long term when it comes to more assays coming out and things of that nature. With the first sale of their device being this early in March, that was another question mark of ours whether or not they were going to actually hit this target of March. They beat it by a couple of weeks, which is absolutely great news. I think there's a bright future for Zomedica. Now, when it comes to this stock, and right now, actually looking at how it's sitting right now at $2.28 and how it dipped down here in pre-market and in whenever the market opened, along with all of our other plays, today's one of those days where it might be a shopping day. For me personally, I have some buying power. I'm willing to buy a few more stocks here today. So depending on how this thing moves for the rest of the day, I might be willing to add a little bit more shares here at $2.30, give or take. Of course, as always, guys, please go out and do your own research when it comes to any of these stocks that I talk about. This is by no means financial advice. I'm just here to put you guys on, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts below in the comment section about Zomedica, whether or not you're holding on to your shares, whether or not you're selling your shares, whether or not you're buying more shares. Let me know in the comment section. I appreciate you guys watching. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're new around here, or if you just haven't had the time to hit that subscribe button yet. It turns out only about 10% of you are subscribed to this channel that are watching this, and that's okay, but please go ahead and help out the channel, hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video so we can get it out to more people and build up this family of Zomedica investors. I appreciate you guys watching. This is Rigor Mortis. Peace out.